"You need to move out," she said. Just like that. No warning, no build-up, mid-bite of Christmas turkey. Her fork tapped the plate like a period at the end of a sentence she'd rehearsed in her head a dozen times. No eye contact. No emotion. Just a cold announcement served between stuffing and cranberry sauce. I didn't drop my glass. Didn't raise my voice. I looked at her, my mother, and then back at my plate. "Really?" I asked, voice steady, untouched by the chaos swirling just beneath the surface. "I pay the rent, the bills, the groceries." She shrugged, swallowed. "It's still my house." That's when it hit me. Not anger. Realization. The kind that settles in your bones and clicks everything into place. I didn't respond. I didn't argue. I let her chew. The next morning, I was gone. No slammed doors. No handwritten notes. Just silence. A clean cut. By the time she noticed, I'd taken more than my clothes. I had removed myself entirely from the space, from her world, from the air she breathed. And she didn't even notice until it was too late. I should have seen it coming. The fractures had been there all along, delicate hairline cracks beneath the fake smiles and polite conversations. I moved back in after Dad died, thinking I was helping. She was drowning. Dead up to her neck, bills stacked on counters, a fridge echoing with emptiness. So I did what a daughter does. I stepped in. Second job. Full-time provider. I paid the mortgage, kept the lights on, filled the fridge. She called me her rock. Told people she didn't know what she'd do without me. But the thank yous stopped coming. Slowly at first, then all at once. She started inviting friends over and telling them she was letting me stay with her, like I was the one mooching, like I was a burden she had graciously decided to bear. Meanwhile, I was the one keeping the walls from caving in. Every utility, every repair, every grocery trip, me. She stopped cooking, stopped checking in on me, locked her bedroom door at night, and started whispering on the phone. I'd hear her laugh. A sharp, mean laugh. One night, I caught a sentence I'll never forget. "She's still here. I'll push her out soon. It's my house after all." That's when my heart didn't break. It calcified. I didn't confront her. I didn't rage. I got to work. She thought Christmas Day was a dagger, but the blade had already been sharpened. She never read the lease, never checked the mail, never saw the updates. While she was out there performing as a martyr, I was quietly transferring every responsibility into my name. The rent, the accounts, the contracts. Bit by bit, she was disappearing from her own home without even realizing it. Because I wasn't just the one paying. I was a legal tenant, the sole leaseholder. The power was never hers. She just thought it was. The night I left, I took more than boxes. I shut off every utility, legally, methodically. Lights, gas, internet. Gone. 30-day termination notice. Filed with a landlord a full month before Christmas. She never checked. I even canceled the auto payments she didn't know were connected to my account. And I moved into an apartment I'd been paying for in secret, in cash. My name on the lease. My piece waiting for me. A space that didn't echo with resentment or manipulation. Just quiet. At 11:23 a.m., the first missed call came. Then another, and another. By sunset, there were 12. By midnight, 36. The voicemails told a story: rage, confusion, panic. Where's electricity? Why is the gas off? Why didn't you tell me you were leaving? Because I didn't owe her a damn thing. 3 days later, she stormed into my workplace like a storm pretending to be a mother. Hair undone, mascara smudged, fury trembling in her voice. "You left me to rot." I looked her dead in the eye. Calm. Cold. "No," I said. "You told me to leave." So I did. She opened her mouth, something between a threat and a cry. I didn't flinch. I pulled a folder from my bag. Paperwork. Dates. Signatures. Here's the lease termination. You have 1 week to vacate. I gave legal notice. You just didn't bother paying attention. You can't do this. I already did. And just like that, the power shift was complete. She tried to take it public after that. Facebook rants, crocodile tears, pitiful posts about how her daughter abandoned her. But I didn't play defense. I played precision. Screenshots, bank statements, receipts. I didn't post them. I sent them, quietly, to her church group, her gossip circle, her sisters who had been messaging me with judgment. I didn't need revenge, just clarity. A week later, she was gone, not forced out by shouting or conflict, but by legal process, evicted not with violence, but with quiet finality. She had lived in the warmth I provided. She thought she could spit on me and still sleep under the roof I paid for. She was wrong. I drove by the house once. Just once. Not to gloat. To see. The porch light was dark. The driveway empty. One lone garbage bag sat on the curb. I smiled, not because I had won, but because she had finally learned what I was worth. The last voicemail she ever left me was soft, almost human. I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought it was my house. It never was. She lived in something I built, ate from a table I filled. And on Christmas Day, she thought she could erase me like I was some leftover she didn't need anymore. She forgot who paid the price. Now, she remembers. I don't return her calls. Some people don't deserve closure. They deserve silence. And silence? That was the cleanest revenge I ever served.